See what famous Yellowstone spin-off star is joining Landman Season 2. Sam Elliott, the star of Yellowstone spin-off 1883, is joining the cast of another Taylor Sheridan project. After playing She Brennan in 1883, Elliott will appear as a series regular in Season 2 of Landman. No details have been revealed yet about his role, but a Screen Rant piece theorized that Elliott could be playing M. Tex Hoyle's new Landman and fixer. Tommy Norris' Billy Bob Thornton fulfilled that role during Season 1. But after MTech CEO Monty Miller's John Hamm death, Tommy was promoted. Production for Season 2 of Landman is already underway, and Elliott has been photographed on set. Over Memorial Day weekend, Ollie Larder, who plays Tommy's ex-wife Angela Norris, posted a sweet Instagram snap of herself, Elliott, and Michelle Randolph, who plays Angela and Tommy's daughter Ainsley. Just 3 crows cackling, Larder captioned the photo of the trio hugging, adding a heart emoji. In addition to Elliott's role in 1883, which marked his first collaboration with Landman creator Sheridan, the actor is known for films including Lifeguard, Masks, Conager, Hulk, The Hero, The Big Lebowski, and A Star is Born. Elliott's history of appearing in westerns makes him a natural fit for Landman, which is set in West Texas and centers on the oil industry. He joins returning cast members Thornton, Larder, Randolph, Demi Moore, Cammy Miller, Jacob Loafland, Cooper Norris, Paulina Ches, Ariana Medina, and Kayla Wallace, Rebecca Falcone. A release date for Season 2 of Landman has not yet been announced, and even the show's star doesn't know how the upcoming chapter will end. Last year, we had every episode when we started. We do not this year, Thornton told Gold Derby during an interview published earlier this month. We've only seen about half of it. I can tell you this much. I'm loving this season. The relationships are really growing and gelling, not only as actors, but with the characters. The Oscar nominee added that Landman is a show he'd like to work on for a while. I told Taylor, as long as you want me around, I'm here for this, Thornton said. I really love the show. I love doing it, I love playing this character, and I love the people I work with. Not only the cast, but the crew also is just stellar. If you purchase a product or register for an account through a link on our site, we may receive compensation. By using this site, you consent to our user agreement and agree that your clicks, interactions, and personal information may be collected, recorded, and or stored by us in social media and other third-party partners in accordance with our privacy policy. If you thought the world of Yellowstone was gritty, tangled, and dangerously addictive, hold on to your Stetsons, because Taylor Sheridan is back in the saddle, and this time, he's heading south. Way south. The much-anticipated Yellowstone spinoff, Landman, trades in the snowy Montana vistas for the scorched oil fields of West Texas, but it brings the same high-octane drama, complex morality, and Americana myth-making fans have come to love. And at the center of it all is one man, Billy Bob Thornton, the star who's poised to become the next Sheridanverse legend. Welcome to Landman, a world where oil runs thicker than blood. The land is as valuable as it is cursed, and the stakes are nothing short of apocalyptic. From ranching to rigging, where Yellowstone gave us cowboys and cattle barons, Landman digs into a different kind of cowboy, one who wears ostrich skin boots and drives a platinum truck, but wields the kind of power money can't always buy. This is the petroleum cowboy, the modern-day wildcatter who barters with billionaires and stares down the law like it's just another speed bump on a private road. The term landman might sound tame, but don't let it fool you. In the energy world, a landman is the negotiator, the wheeler dealer, the fixer, the person who cuts deals with property owners, strikes oil leases, and occasionally buries secrets deeper than the wells themselves. It's a job that requires charm, grit, ruthlessness, and a touch of desperation. That's where Billy Bob Thornton comes in. Thornton's grit and swagger. If you've ever watched Sling Blade or Goliath, you know Billy Bob Thornton doesn't play soft. He brings a kind of wiry charisma and haunted defiance to every role. In Landman, Thornton plays Tommy Norris, a crisis manager for an oil company who specializes in doing the dirty work no one else will touch. He's not a good man, but in this industry, who is? Sheridan once said that Landman was about fortune-seeking in the world of oil and gas. It's about the American dream, not the wholesome, picket fence version, but the kind that drips with crude oil and leaves you stained forever. The real-world inspiration. What sets Landman apart from Yellowstone is its deeply contemporary edge. The series is inspired by the Boomtown podcast, a journalistic dive into the Texas oil boom and the havoc it wreaked, economically, environmentally, and morally. The stories behind Landman aren't just made for TV. They're happening right now in real-life towns like Midland and Odessa, where billion-dollar fortunes are struck and lost overnight. Sheridan, ever the author of the modern frontier, took that chaos and spun it into a fictional tapestry that still feels frighteningly real. The show features oil tycoons, roughneck workers, climate activists, and corrupt politicians, all clashing in a state where everything's bigger, including the consequences. A star-studded cast and a bold new frontier. Thornton isn't going it alone. Landman brings in an eclectic mix of stars and fresh faces, with Ali Larter of Heroes fame, playing a savvy corporate lawyer with oil in her blood and a secret vendetta, and Michelle Randolph, already part of the Yellowstone universe via 1923, portraying a wide-eyed rig worker who rises fast in a man's world. The ensemble is as sharp as it is volatile, with alliances shifting faster than the Texas wind. Expect familiar Sheridan hallmarks: long, brooding stares, gunmetal gray morality, sweeping wide shots of dust-choked horizons, and dialogue that cuts like barbed wire. But also expect something more raw, more timely. Landman is not just about oil, it's about power, and the people willing to sacrifice everything for a taste of it. Themes of collapse and rebirth. At its core, Landman is a story of collapse and rebirth. The oil industry, like ranching, is a dying empire clawing to stay relevant. Boomtowns rise up overnight and vanish just as fast. Fortunes are made in an instant and vanish in legal battles or sinkholes. The land is both sacred and violated, worshipped and stripped bare. And Tommy Norris, he's our reluctant prophet of this new gospel. A man who knows the system is broken but plays the game anyway because it's the only one left. He's not here to save the world, just to survive it. Maybe even dominate it. The Sheridan-verse grows stronger. With Landman, Taylor Sheridan expands his ever-growing empire. From 1883 to 1923, mayor of Kingstown to Tulsa King, he shows all pulse with the same DNA. Rugged individualism, epic stakes, and an aching reverence for the American landscape. But Landman marks a new direction, one that looks not just to the past, but to a burning, uncertain future. It's Yellowstone with drilling rigs instead of horses, legal loopholes instead of barbed wire fences, and a star who can hold the screen like a man holding court in a dusty saloon. Thornton's Tommy Norris might just be Sheridan's most dangerous anti-hero yet, because unlike a cowboy, he doesn't pretend to be noble. He just wants the land, the deal, and the last word. And in Landman, that might be all that matters. Final thought: Black Gold's Reckoning. As the oil rigs pump through the night and West Texas dust swirls like a ghost dance, Landman reminds us that America's wealth didn't come clean. It came with cost, environmental, ethical, and spiritual. Billy Bob Thornton's brooding presence promises to guide us through that minefield, showing us a world as seductive as it is brutal. So if you loved Yellowstone's tangled ranch politics, get ready to trade in your cowboy hat for a hard hat. The oil rush is on, and Landman is ready to strike.